Hello, my name is Art Adams. I'm one of the founders of Leaving the Pit, and I wanted to talk with you today about an overview of what we do with Leaving the Pit in terms of activities. Some have tried to figure out what we do, and some think that we're specialists in pornography and betrayal issues. Others think that we're marriage specialists. The variety of things out there as we get better acquainted with one another. So I wanted to spend this moment with you kind of talking about what we do with Leaving the Pit. We are a mental health and addictions provider service. I am professionally trained, and we have several others who are professionally trained to provide these services. The services break down into educational and counseling services, and within each of those, there's a variety of topics and areas of interest. And I want to talk with you just a little bit about that. In mental health, we look at such things as anxiety and depression. We look at things that such as schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. There are a number of issues that come under the mental health arena. When it comes to children, there are also areas that we are such things as school phobias, autism, and the spectrum disorders that go with autism. We look at parenting, and that captures both the adults and the children, and effective ways to parent. So we have a variety of things that we have already presented, and that we will be repeating, but we also will be adding to those lists of activities and particular topics as we go, along with Leaving the Pit. The area of addictions gets into areas of obsessive compulsive behaviors. OCD is what many folks know obsessive compulsive behaviors as. These would include things such as pornography, such as any repetitive action like relationship addictions, things such as food addictions, tobacco, and as we've said, alcohol, drugs, and prescription drugs abuse all fall into those categories. Gambling addictions would be another one. So there are a whole bunch of different topics within these general umbrellas. What Leaving the Pit does is try to take those topics and to expand on each of those topics in either an educational event or in a retreat setting. The difference between the two is the educational event is set up pretty much to provide information and professional training to those that are interested in that portion. The treatment part of it is more clinical and is much more personal, because it deals with how do these problems display themselves in your life. So whether it be a marriage or whether it be an individual that's trying to cope with some issue, then those retreats and individual sessions, and ultimately we'll have a residential unit with God's grace. Those things we talk about in very tight detail. The truth is in the detail. And so we're interested in getting into individuals' lives and helping to dig out the things that have caused Satan to be very entrenched in our lives, or things that are otherwise troubling us. Not everyone with a mental health problem is a sinner. Because of that particular activity. Many times there are people who are walking wounded. They're just dealing with everyday life. We may have financial downturns. We may have situations of conflict that we didn't create. We might be having some trauma recovery experience because someone else has done us wrong. Not necessarily about us, but certainly affects us. That's our walking wounded. And we try to deal with that also in an educational setting, as well as to provide some specific personalized treatment in those areas. So Leaving the Pit is not just focused on one topic or one area of issue. It looks at the entire spectrum of mental health issues and addiction issues, and we try to tackle those topic by topic, issue by issue in our seminars and in our educational formats. I thank you for listening to this video and hope that you'll check out the rest of our website, leavingthepit.com. And I just invite you to contact us in whatever way that you are able so that we can follow up with any other questions or comments you might have about our services. We always welcome those comments. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to hearing from you and seeing you at our activities.